Hi guys, and welcome to Wrong Way, and this is the Impuls Shape e-bike. Let me tell you more about it.
Wrong way.
Now this is a bit of a different machine than we usually feature on our channel because it's fully legal. And huge thanks to Hala Rowerowa for providing me this unit for testing purposes. All the links are of course below. First, let me talk a bit about the specs. So this is a pedal assisted e-bike, but it also does have a throttle. The engine is in the front wheel. As you can see, it's a Bafang unit, has 250 watts of nominal power. It also has a removable battery which is secured with a key, so you can easily charge this bike at home. This battery unit is a 36 volt 13 amp hour unit, providing you with around 450 watt hours. So it's pretty much the same size as on the Xiaomi M365 Pro, but because this has pedal assist, the range will be much superior than on a Xiaomi scooter. Charging time is around 6 hours from 0 to 100%. You can easily charge the battery when it's on the bike or when it's removed from the bike. When it comes to range, I did not do a full range test, but on the highest setting, going usually around 25-30 kilometers an hour, sometimes only riding on the throttle, so without any pedaling, I could get 30 kilometers, which is around 18 miles, and still have 30% of the battery left. So I imagine that in the highest setting you can easily get 35 to 40 kilometers of range, and in the lower settings well over 50 kilometers. The good thing about it is obviously there is no range anxiety because you can always just use the muscles. You won't achieve the same speeds or you will get a lot more sweaty, but still it's possible. And naturally we also have to do the hill climb. Wait a minute, there are chickens behind me. Look at these chickens. We're just around like 10 kilometers outside of Warsaw and already it's just so rural. Cool. So right away I didn't want to go with a 30-degree hill. This is just around 8 degrees steep. First, I'll try to do it just using the engine. Let's try that. Very slowly. Keeps going. Okay, keeps going, but not too fast. I'll check it out how it would look like with a little run up. Okay, still a little bit too much for just the engine to handle, so now we'll try on first gear with the support of the engine. 3, 2, 1, go! So not too much strain at all, and now using just the power of my legs. Oh my god, that's hard. Oh my god, okay. That's a lot of strain. Yeah, well, this just goes to show you that the main point of such an e-bike is not to have like ludicrous performance, though it's always nice to have a little bit more power, but just to get you over hills a bit easier with and a little less strain. So anywhere you go, you basically have the same speed and the same level of strain. When it comes to brakes, you have just these usual V brakes from Tektro. These aren't really good brakes, I don't really like them. And there's also a rear brake, but actually there's a additional brake in the pedals, which I'll talk about shortly. There's also front suspension. There is not a lot of travel in this front fork, but it does help a little bit with the bumps, and there's also suspension in the seat. The seat is also easily adjustable with this quick release clamp. And let me guide you through how to use this bike. It's pretty classic. All in all, you can't really tell that this is an e-bike other than the motor in the front, which a lot of people don't notice, and the rear battery. When it comes to the handlebars, there's no speedometer, there's just this unit here, keeping it really simple. There are 3 modes, or actually 4 when you count the mode where there is no pedal assist at all. So it's low, mid and high. And additionally you have this throttle here, which always works. This is a really nice feature. I think this should be on all e-bikes. There's also a small bell, which works sort of well, and here you have also 3 gears to choose. These gears change really fast. They aren't in the chain, but they're mounted into the wheel hub. These brakes also have sensors. All in all, I really dig the design of this e-bike. For sure, that could be a good starter e-bike for your dad, mom, or your grandma, or for someone who likes a classic style of bikes. Now, this doesn't mean that it doesn't come with any cons, and I found quite a bit. So first, there's also a additional brake when you pedal backwards. This is like in the older. So if you just pedal backwards, you can't do it. And there is also no brake sensor when you do it. So you can brake with the rear brake and the front motor will still keep on spinning. That's not the best solution. I don't really understand why it is not like on all other bikes, just to keep the pedals turning the opposite way round. This issue also makes cycling without any pedaling, so just using the throttle, quite difficult, as only the tiniest movement of the pedals in the other direction makes the bicycle just brake. Even with this issue, the addition of the throttle is a great benefit of this e-bike, which makes traveling on like light off-road and starting with the e-bike really easy. The other thing is that there is really no security to when you leave the bike outside. With the battery inserted into place, anyone can turn it on and just play with the front motor. The other thing is that when you remove the battery, these things are really exposed. I don't think that's good for leaving the bike outside in the rain. Probably it would be better to leave this bike in a garage. But other than these prongs right here, it's really nice that this bike doesn't look like an e-bike, because then there's a lower chance that it might get stolen. The Impuls also has a front light which shines good enough. They're definitely better than on the TechLife X7 or on the Dualtron Thunder, but actually there is no rear there is no tail light, so these are just reflectors as well as this. There's no LED light in the rear, and I really miss that. This would be really nice and of course safer to use in the night. Now the mudguards are really good. That's just usual for e-bikes. That's just a grape of electric scooters. And yeah, and that's all in all how it looks like. I've been riding this e-bike for a couple of days now, and I really enjoyed it. It's sort of a machine to have a bit longer journeys on. Certainly not like super exciting because it's not really fast, but it was unlocked for me, and it's like a really easy process to go above 25 kilometers an hour, which is a great help, because 25 kilometers an hour obviously is super boring, but it also can be like fully legal, just go 25 kilometers an hour. It is quite comfortable. I like it in this regard, but I'm not sure if it's more comfortable than a scooter with a seat with good rear suspension. The TechLife L5T review on that coming soon. But certainly it's a good way to start your journey with, I don't know, e-bikes, or let your mom start your journey with electric e-bikes. The price is also quite nice. It's just like $1,000. So yeah, if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.